Greetings. I'm Kathy Green with Christian News and Interviews. So recently I shared my take on the Othal, Ozone, Wallace case. And as I looked it up for an update, because I promised you all updates, it appears that something else is going to occur on October the 29th at 3:30. Not sure exactly what that is, but it looks like something else is going to happen regarding his case. So I'll keep you all posted. But what I wanted to do is spend a few minutes going through some of his record. Let me start by saying this, because there's been a lot of emotion around this. I've had people, just from me covering it, not even really saying much about it, but just by me covering the case, I've had so many people write me really nasty notes. Anyone who follows my page knows that it only takes one name and I'll block you. I believe that mature adults can disagree with each other, debate with each other, so on and so forth, without name calling. And so anyone who's ever called me a name or called one of my visitors who comment a name, there are no second chances. I ban people. I have banned more people probably from the Othal Wallace page than from any other topic. I hope that I won't have to ban anyone else. I'm going to purposely not state an opinion. I'm going to purposely simply share information. And I believe that I have the right to share information without being antagonistic. That's not my goal. But I do want to cover this case. And I'm going to cover it. And I don't need anybody's permission to cover it. So I wanted to throw that out there. Okay. So this is public record, everyone. This is public record that I'm about to show you. And I'm starting with 2012. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so Ozone, I'm going to call him Ozone because that's his nickname. If you look at 2012, he came into contact with police officers 5 times. And I can tell you that all 5 instances were based on the fact that he was out there driving without a license. And I'll just open up one of them. Okay, so the offense is driving with license suspended with knowledge. It was a misdemeanor, 2nd degree. He pled guilty. So this is not me accusing him of anything. He, of his own volition, pled guilty of driving with a suspended license. Okay. Now, I'm not going to open up any more from 2012 because they're a repeat. He had a consistent habit of driving on a suspended license. Okay? That's 2012. So all 5 of these that you see here, it's for the same offense. Out there driving, no license. And each time, misdemeanor, each time he's admitting that he's guilty. Okay. So let's move on to 2013. Let's see what's going on here. Offense: driving with license canceled, suspended, revoked. Misdemeanor, second degree. So as you can see, there's a pattern. And look at this. Plea, nolo contendere. I'm pretty sure that that means no contest. So he's admitting guilt again to driving without a license. How many times do you have to be told that you can't drive without a license before you understand that you can't drive without a license? That's my question. He's in criminal traffic court. Why? This is at least the 6th time. Driving with license canceled, suspended, revoked. In the state of Florida, and in any state really, your license gets revoked when you have too many points. Your license gets revoked when you're driving around without insurance. Your license can be revoked if you're driving drunk or if you're driving under the influence of drugs. There are many different reasons. In some states, your license can be revoked if you don't pay child support. I don't know why his license was suspended or revoked, but the truth of the matter is, from at least 2012, he had no license. We're now in 2013. He's continuing to be suspended, to be pulled over for the same offense. Okay. All right. So that's 2013. Let's pull up another 2013, just arbitrarily. Let's pull this one up. Okay. Let's see here. And offense. Let's open this up and see what his offense is. Okay. Driving while license is revoked. Habitual. So see, now it started off as a misdemeanor, but now they're adding more language to it, and they're saying it's habitual, and they're saying it's what? A felony, 3rd degree. See, in the past, it was a misdemeanor. Now they're adding more language to it. Habitual, felony. He also has some more. Revoked driver's license canceled, misdemeanor. So in this case, he has 2 misdemeanors and a felony. And how did he plead? Guilty. So he's not lying about it. He's admitting that he's out here driving with no license. And he's been doing it consistently to the point that they're changing the language and saying it's habitual. That was just an arbitrary one I pulled up. Okay, let's move up to 2014. Okay, 2014. Let's see what's going on. Okay, the offense in 2014. Okay, so look how things have progressed. He started off consistently driving without a license, admitting his guilt. Now he's graduated to trespassing. I don't know whose property, but trespassing. It's a misdemeanor, 1st degree. He's also been accused, in this particular case, of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, felony, and aggravated assault with a firearm, felony. Said 2014, but the year is actually 2017. Trespass, improper exhibition of a dangerous weapon, carrying a concealed weapon. How do you plead? Nolo contendere. In other words, he's basically pleading guilty. Okay. So that's 2017. Or at least that's the action date. Let's move up to 2018. Let's see what's going on here in 2018. Okay. All right, let's open up the offense. Felony battery. You see how things are progressing? Now he's up to felony battery. He's up to felony battery. Okay, 3rd degree felony. Let's move to another 2018. And for this one, let's see what this one is. Open up the offense. Okay. Domestic battery, felony battery. So this man has gone from misdemeanors to felonies. Okay, in this case, no plea was entered, but now he's being accused of beating up on a woman. How do I know it's a woman? Because on another on a newspaper article, they mentioned that it's a woman that he's been accused of beating up on. Okay. Let's move up to 219. Okay. Nope, that's not a good one. Let's move up to a different one. Or 219. Let's look to 2021. Wait a minute, 2019. Okay, here we go. No. There was one, I can't remember what year, but there was one where he was accused of beating up a pregnant woman. Let's see if this is it. Somewhere around here, there's one where he was accused of beating up on a pregnant woman, and it mentioned that she was pregnant. And then also in the newspaper article, they talked about the fact that he was beating up on a pregnant person. Okay, let's move up to 2021. Criminal hearing scheduled for 10/29/21. All right. Offense. He's being accused of first-degree murder of a law enforcement officer. There's no plea yet. Felony life, felony capital murder. You saw the progression. Started off with consistently ignoring the mandate to stop driving his car without a license. Graduated from that to silly little things like trespassing, then carrying concealed weapons, battery, domestic violence against a woman and then a pregnant woman. And now he's being accused of first-degree murder. Now, I'm surprised it's first degree, because first degree means that you premeditatedly planned out someone's murder. So I imagine they're going to drop that from first degree to second degree, because I don't believe for a second that he planned to murder anybody. So that's what we're up against. That's what he's up against. I'm just going to read a little bit from his record, okay? Daytona Beach police were called to an apartment on South Palmetto Avenue, October 21st, 2019, in response to a fight. Shaniqua, that's somebody he was dating, Oliver, told police that she and Wallace were separated, but Wallace had been staying at the home to visit their 2 children. Oliver said that when she arrived home, Wallace asked to borrow her car, and when she refused, he grabbed her by the hair and neck and pulled her to the ground. She threw the keys, and he let her go and walked out of the house. The children were asleep in their bedroom at the time. Oliver did not have any visible injuries. Prosecutors declined to file charges against Wallace. All right. Wallace was charged with felony battery following an incident at an apartment in 2018. Tisha Lewis and Wallace, her child's father, had punched her, causing a tooth to go through her bottom lip. She said Wallace had been visiting from Miami and had left when she called the police. Lewis said Wallace had been in a bad mood all day, and when she tried to leave, he threw a shoe at her and then punched her. Wallace was charged with battery, domestic violence by prosecutors. In 2018, Lewis asked that the charge be dropped against Wallace. Women do that all the time. She said that the 2-year-old daughter missed him. Okay. September 2018, Wallace agreed to a 12-month deferred prosecution agreement, during which he was not to own, possess firearms, have no violent contact with with Lewis. He also agreed to take an 8-week anger management course. Wallace successfully completed the agreement, and the charges were dismissed. Okay. Wallace was charged with aggravated battery in 2017. Is that the one where he was fighting a pregnant woman? Let's see, oh, here it is down here. Volusia County deputies responded to Quail Drive in Deltona after Shaquana, I'm sorry for mispronouncing her name, Shaniqua Oliver, and Wallace scratched her during, said that he scratched her during a disagreement while he was visiting. At the time, Oliver said she was 8 months pregnant with Wallace's child. She told Wallace to leave and not return until he had calmed down. Later that day, Wallace called Oliver and said he was coming back over to get his backpack. The long and the short of it is she wouldn't let him in, so he broke I think he broke through a window, and yeah, let's see. Wallace returned, banged loudly on the windows, and eventually kicked in the door to get his backpack. And on and on and on and on and on. So, do I have opinions on this situation? Yes, I do have opinions, but I'm going to keep them to myself. You can probably almost guess what my opinions are. But for the moment, I'm going to keep my opinions to myself. But I'd like to hear your opinions on this situation. Okay? So for now, I will stop.